What's up, everybody? Don't forget to subscribe to the World's TV YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of this great content moving forward.
Has anybody ever told you like you're too independent?
Absolutely.
And then it makes you feel like, am I a problem?
But I'll say this.
Well, can I
say this. The wrong men have told me that I was independent.
I'm about to say,
or I was
thank
too
you.
independent.
Yeah, so
because
there's
the men that can
stigma,
lead.
and you're like, so then now it becomes.
I understand where she's going, but you also have to allow the man to lead. If he shows capabilities and the characteristics of being able to lead, you have to allow him to be that man to lead. Somebody who is a ultra dominant, who gives off that very male persona, is going to push a lot of men away because we don't want to argue with another man in our household. That's why we argue with men at work. That's why we argue with our boys about sports and stuff like that. When we come home to our wife or to our girlfriend, to our fiance, we want to be that leader. We should be in that masculine role. Not to saying that females cannot be masculine and cannot lead, but we don't want to fight you on that leadership. If anything, the guy should be the president and the woman should be the vice president. Now, there's going to be times where the man can't think or he's just lacking or he has a bad day, and that's when you, who have the clear capabilities of leading, should come and take over. But your voice should not overshadow his voice. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of men get turned away because, like, okay, I don't want to deal with somebody who has the same masculine energy as me. You want a man to lead you, let him lead. Now, if you let him lead and he doesn't show you that characteristics or that capability, then yeah, you find somebody else. But you have to allow somebody to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Triggering. Like, what do you mean when you say
And
that?
that's why we flipped it. Because first of all, it's made us be independent, or made our grandmamas or mamas be independent.
Well, let's talk about why women were dependent.
Keita, let me finish.
God.
So
No, she has a good point. She definitely has a good point. Because of obviously men who have babies with women, they don't want to take the responsibilities and then they leave up and high. But I will give backlash to that. Now we're in the whole Roe versus Wade, abortion rights, blah, blah, blah. What about the women who have babies with these men who are no good and still decide they want to keep the child? And it's like I said, if you have a child with somebody, it takes two people to tangle. It takes two people to create another human being. If the man has said to you on multiple occasions, hey, I don't want to have this child, I am not in the right financial state to take care of this child with you, we need to look at all the alternatives, and you just shut it down and say, hey, fuck you, I'm going to have this child regardless, and you're going to be on child support, that is on you. Because you just shunned the man out and pretty much overruled what he had to say and took it upon you. So you should bear the full responsibility of that on your own when having a kid. But if you did not have that conversation with your man and both of you guys are on the same page about having this child and raising this child together, and then all of a sudden he dips out, then yes, she has a point right there, because we do have a lot of deadbeat fathers out there that do not want to take responsibility, that impregnate these women, that give the woman the impression that they're going to be fathers, they're going to be present in that child's life, they are going to take care of that child with that woman, they're going to have a future with that child and that woman together, and then they just up and leave. So she definitely has a point right there in what she said. You can't argue with that.
back in the day, be clear. You said it's a negative stigma attached to independent, correct? And that's because a lot of niggas made us be independent. Almost how?
How do they make
Because niggas have babies and dip niggas don't want to support all type of stuff.
Sure.
If you look at history,
then we took independent women
history.
and
Women
made it
had a
our.
whole independence movement.
We said yo.
That was because of men.
We took it.
that wasn't because of men.
Yeah, so this was a very interesting short TikTok video. These guys had a lot of good stuff too. Tonight's conversation podcast, they're getting up there in numbers, but again, the women in this definitely have a point in terms of the men just getting them pregnant and leaving them. And like I said, if you had a conversation, say, hey, we're gonna raise this baby together, we're gonna be a family together, we're on the same page financially, we're gonna move forward with this as a unit, and then the man up and leaves, then yes, it is the man's fault in terms of helping make that woman independent, because now you left her all alone with a child that she has to take care of. So that means she has to put on her big girl pants, go out there, work, hustle even harder to bring in an extra income in that you were supposed to fill. And now she's stuck raising this baby all by herself. So yes, she has a valid point in what she said. But another point too, earlier back before, when the whole strong independent comes off as a negative connotation. You see me, I've never seen a true genuine man, or encountered a true genuine man who's working on himself, trying to become better every day, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, and wants a woman to overshadow him, wants a woman to put him down, wants a woman to always overtalk him, to shit on his ideas, blah blah. Because men, we already deal with a lot, especially black men. We already deal with a lot in the real world. When we come home, that is our time to unwind and dine and relax. We want to talk with our wife. We want to relax. We just want a plate of food to be brought to us. We want to be babied in a way, because we had to deal with so much shit out there. And when we come home and that is not presented to us, and we're in another battleground with something that should be our sanctity, our peace, then yes, most men will get defensive, and that's how you ruin a relationship from within. If you see a man has any little bit of those qualities, if you see him putting the effort in trying, because we got to be realistic, not everybody is going to be perfect. That's the thing in today's society. These women, they want men to be perfect so that so they could just come right in and ride shotgun and not have to do a damn thing. Oh, he already established this, I'm just gonna come for a ride. No. That's not how a relationship works, and that's not how a relationship lasts. You as a woman have to come in and add value to that man's life, just how he has a man has to come in and add value to your life. It is a two-way street, not a one-way ticket. Two-way street. You get what you give in a relationship. If you sacrifice, you get that sacrifice 10 times fold. If you give, you get. That's how it's supposed to be. And most of these people come into the relationship talk about, oh well, he or she got her shit together, I'm just gonna come in and not do anything. No. You gotta help out in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm talking about? Financially, mentally, physically. And when I say financially, I mean like you don't have to come in and pay all the bills, but you gotta contribute. If you guys are getting a house together, an apartment, a place of residency together, the bills gotta be split fairly even, or close to even as possible. The bills can't all fall on his shoulders, and the bills can't all fall all on your shoulders. Because no man wants to feel like an ATM. Nobody wants to feel taken advantage of. So when we meet a woman and she's overshadowing us, over talking us, putting down our ideas, we don't want to deal with that. We want somebody who's like, hey babe, how's your day? I made you some food. Come relax. Let me rub your toe. Go play 2K. Blah blah blah. We get to relax, unwind, and undine. That is how you keep a man happy. The quickest way to push a man away is to act how he acts in the work field. You want to push a man away? Act how he acts. See how that's gonna work in terms of him being in that masculine trait. We don't want another man at home. We don't want two dicks at home. We already got one. Okay, but I get and I see exactly what she's saying, because it has a valid point. Men have made women strong and independent, but it's the trauma response. When you have a woman who's strong and independent, who had to be strong and independent because she was left with a child, then that's damaging. And that's why we tell guys like, yo, do not date single mothers, because they already been through such a traumatic response, or dramatic breakup, dealing with the baby father or whatever. You know what I mean? They've been through more breakups, they've been through more stuff that you have to repair. Because think about it, the older a woman gets, and the more relationships that she's been in, and the more relationships that she's been in, the more breakups that she had to overcome. The more breakups that she had to overcome, the less likely she is going to be open to you, trust you, and profess your love to you. Because there's so many brick walls that you got to break down, because she has built up such a defense mechanism, because guys have heard it before in the past. Kind of like what Andrew Tate said. Even though it may have seen as grooming, he's like, listen, I want to date younger chicks because they've been through less dick, they've been through less breakup, they've been through less shit. When you date somebody who's older, that's more stuff that you have to clean up. It's like, dude, man, I'm older too. You know, I can't walk the same, I can't run the same, I can't exercise the same. I just want to come in, love you, you know, I'm talking about, take care of you, and just relax. I don't want to have to keep chopping off of somebody else's mistakes that I didn't do. You got to come over that. You got to overcome that. That's on you. So I definitely get what both sides are saying, but in this particular video, the woman has a clear point. Men who have made women single mothers have made them strong and independent. They had no choice to. So I definitely understand what she was saying. So big ups to the woman in this video and into this conversation, tonight's conversation podcast. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Do you agree, disagree with what I said? I'm open to all honest criticism. Leave your likes, comments in below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell notification. Follow us on Twitter, Worlds TV. Follow us on Instagram, Worlds TV, and follow us on TikTok, Worlds TV on TikTok, Worlds TV. I'll catch you guys later. Everybody stay safe. Peace.